Hi, in this video, we are going to see child to parent relationship SOCL between standard object and standard object. So in the previous videos, we have learned a relationship SOCL from parent to child, right? We queried the parent records as well as its related child records. In this video, we are going to do in the opposite direction. It will be from child to parent. In this video, we will be solely discussing about only the standard to standard. It means that both the child as well as the parent is going to be the standard objects. There is a difference between, custom to standard connections. So we'll be doing it in the second video. So that's why I'm making it as two videos. So first is child to parent relationship SOCL, standard to standard. So basically, the common scenario is whenever if you want to access the parent record information from the child, normally in the SOCL to represent the parent, after the parent, you will be using a dot notation. For example, your parent is going to be account, then you will be using account dot and then the parent object fields, whatever the field you wanted to navigate or you wanted to traverse. So if that is the case in a relationship SOCL, in an object, normally we can have 40 relationship, right? If you are discussing about lookup relationship in a single object itself, you can have 40 lookup relationships you can create at the max. Then if that is the case, the discussion may comes generally. If that is a scenario, then, how many relationship SOCLs, how many objects, with relationships I can have in the query. So as far as the Salesforce documentation is concerned, it's going to be 55 child to parent relationships. So it's far enough for us, right? Because the maximum limitation is going to be 40, right? It means that you can use a relationship between different objects in the query. The max size is 55. Okay. So use field name in relationship field in the child object to access the standard object. If it is a relationship between standard object to standard object, if you want to represent the standard object, then if you go to the relationship field, there you can find a field called a field name, and you have to use that in the relationship SOCL. I have discussed regarding this in the parent to child relationship. When we are doing parent to child relationship, if you want to represent the relationship, then normally we will be represent the child. Normally we will be finding the child relationship name, right? Similarly, if it is a standard to standard, then we have to use a field name attribute to represent the parent object. Let's say the levels in the sense from the child to parent, right? For example, contact is the child and account is the parent. From the child, I'm trying to access the account. From the contact, I'm trying to access the account. This is level 1, right? Similarly, from the account, I may access some other relationship field which is available in the account object. Say, for example, in the account, we have a field called owner ID. Owner ID is basically a lookup to user, right? Owner will be a user. So from the account, you can access the owner, basically. That is a user. From the user, if you want to access that particular user manager, then you can traverse simply using dot notation, dot, dot, dot. If that is the case, what is the maximum level I can traverse? So the maximum level you can traverse is 5. Okay, so this is the crucial point. And one more crucial point I will explain you here a little bit, and hands-on I will explain the next video. For example, you are trying to connect from child custom object to parent as a standard object. Even though the parent object is a standard object, you need to add underscore underscore at the end. For example, you are trying to access an account object which is a parent for a custom object. If that is the case, I need to use account underscore underscore r. We will see detail in the next video. In this video, it is going to be only standard object to standard object. Okay. So next, you're able to see in the screen, the scenario is we have a child as contact and we have a parent as account. Account has a parent as user, right? Because account has a relationship field called, last modified by, as well as we have a relationship field called, owner ID. All are look up to users, right? So user will be the parent for account. So, excuse me. As far as level 1 is concerned, it's going to be a last name and account dot name. So last name is from the child object contact. If I want to access the parent, then the parent object field name, that is account, then I will be using account dot and then the parent object name. Similarly, account dot owner ID. Account dot owner ID will give me the owner ID of that particular, account. It is not a record. It will be a record ID basically. So similarly, level 2, from the account, I wanted to access the account owner name also. So contact along with its parent account and its parent account's owner name. If that is the case, you will be accessing as account dot, and then you should not use owner ID because the field name for owner ID field will be owner. So you need to use owner. It will represent the user. Then in the user object, we have a name field. So you can access dot name. Similarly, you can access dot email also. Similarly, you can go for 3 levels also. For example, the account owner manager name I wanted to get. Then obviously we'll be going for account.owner.manager.name. So when you are discussing about this level, I wanted to keep you guys informed about the levels we can go is maximum of 5. Let's quickly jump to the org and we will see how to implement this in Salesforce Apex. For example, let me quickly go to my org. Okay, hope you can able to see my org here. And in the org, I'm going to write a relationship circle between two standard objects. So it's going to be child to parent relationship. So child to parent relationship, and the object child is going to be contact and parent is going to be an account. For account, we have, user as a parent, right? This is normally the hierarchy. Okay, how to get the contact last name along with account name? Simple circle we can write like this: select, and what is going to be the last name? Okay, what is the name field? Last name. Okay, and then you need to mention your account name. How to identify whether I need to give account or accounts? What I have to give. If you come to the object manager, first you need to identify the relationship is between standard object and standard object. If the answer is yes, then come to object manager, go to your child object. What is your child object? My child object is going to be the contact, right? And I will be navigating to my child object, field relationship. I need to identify the standard lookup field, that is account name. If you open this field, even though the field API name is account ID, you need to get into that field, and there you can find an attribute called field name, right? What is a field name? Field name is account. This is what you need to use in your relationship circle. So since it is a standard to standard, no need to use any underscore R. I'm simply going to use account.name. From which object? That is the child object. Child object is going to be the contact, right? I'm going to mention it as contact. And this needs to be stored, and the result will be the contact, right? Result will be the contact. So I'm going to give it as list contact is equal to. Okay, fine. Let me save this. So suppose if I wanted to get the account owner ID, it is possible. Account dot owner ID. Okay, you can get it. In the account object, you will be having a owner ID field. Since the owner is a user, I wanted to identify the account owner name. If that is the case, the same process you need to follow. Go to object manager, search for account object, and check the fields and relationship for owner. And let's check for owner ID here. And the field is a owner ID. Try to open that field. And since it is a standard field, check there will be a field name called owner, right? So that is the case. If I want to access my account owner information, that is account owner is a user, then his information, then I should not use owner ID. I have to use owner because the field name is owner, because I'm going in the relationship, right? So owner dot, and then I can get the name or email, whatever it may be, we can able to get that basically, right? So in this way, you can traverse 1 level, 2 level, up to 5 levels, it will allow you to traverse. Now it's time to debug the information what we have collected through the circle. So the list going to be list contact, and let's create a variable for this contact, and I'm going to keep it as a record. and let me curly braces open, and I need to use system.debug to debug the statement. First, I'm going to debug the contact last name. So it is going to be a record.last name. Next, I wanted to access a field from the access a field from the basically the parent object. That is, my parent object is going to be account, right? So what I can do here is, if I want to print the account name, then probably it is straightforward for me. I need to copy this and I have to paste it here. I need to copy it and I have to paste it here. Record.account.name. Suppose I wanted to print the account owner name also. If that is the case, just owner name or owner email, whatever it be, we are querying the email. So let me try to copy this, and what you have to do, just you need to replace it here, right? Record.account.owner.email. Let me save this piece of code, and we will try to execute and identify whether this piece of code snippet gives us the contact as well as the account and user informations. Okay, so for that, you need to execute this function, and the class name is going to be child to parent demo. It's going to be a static function. So I'm going to execute like this. Let me try to execute. Once I executed this, my expectation is I should get all the parent and child as well as the parent information. Yes. For example, the first record, this is the contact name. Next one is the account, as well as, you are getting the email of the account owner also. So in this way, by writing a simple child to parent relationship SOCL, you can easily query the records from your child records as well as parent records. The maximum level supported is 5. And if it is a standard object to standard object, you need to identify the field name in that relationship field, and you have to use it in the relationship if you are going for, right? So hope this video might be helpful to understand the basics of relationship SOCL, child to parent relationship SOCL between a standard object and a standard object.
If you are interested to learn Salesforce, visit AJ Skill Development website. There you can find our course curriculum and you can come to know about the list of courses we are offering. We are offering Salesforce Administrator and Salesforce Development courses. To know about us and the team, you can visit our About Us section. This is an organization we are doing Salesforce training from 2018, and we have trained and guided 2000 plus candidates so far. And if you also want to know about our placement assistance, visit our placement assistance section, where you can find the list of people and the category. You can see the list of people who got trained and placed from our side. You can also visit their LinkedIn pages to get to know about our training and also the feedback from the relevant trainees. Okay. And also, if you want to do the course inquiry, click on contact us. You will see the form. You can fill the form and submit the inquiry. Our team will get back to us. Thank you.